Hello people, right, video 30. This is just taking a bit further up, this one. It's kind of just before we get into the rads sort of thing. What I'm going to do is I'll load the picture up now. This is the first one's just taken past I suppose silver pan as they call it now, and a few of the shops. So the first picture I will load up now in the corner. Palm Tree Works Pig Pattern. I took this one. I don't really know what this place is, to be honest, but it's always been there since I remember as a kid. It's always been there. I always used to think it was just somebody, you know, it was like just somebody's garage. Somebody just stuck a garage there, but obviously they did something there. You know, I don't know what it was back in the 70s. If anybody knows, I got a funny thing. It was a wood turning place where they made wood, where they had lathes inside. But I might be wrong. That just might be me as a kid. Not so sure. But I wanted to put this one in because, like I said, it's unchanged apart from the signs probably. But if anybody does know what it was in the 70s, let me know, please. Yeah, let me know. Send me an email, or I'll put something on the forums in a bit. And yeah, tell me what it was, or if you used to work there, let me know. As you can see to the right hand side of the picture, you got a bit of canal. You got the bridge as well, which wasn't there originally. Obviously, that one's been put there for the super tram to take you into town. And on the right hand side from that in the distance, you can see the rads. Oh, got some good stories about the rads. A lot of people, since I've put videos kind of, you know, mentioning about it, where we used to go and stuff, and I've had a few people as well, like Chris and that, send me pictures. And Lisa, thank you very much. Excellent pictures of inside the rads now, where there's like a bush in a tree growing, which I'll put on when I get to the next, which will probably be the next one after this. I'll put these pictures on so you can see what it looks like now. But that was just, well, every weekend, every Christmas for me. So you got the rads in the far distance there, and then just below the bridge you've got the little walkway as well. And if I ever used to come back this way, if it was daylight, we wouldn't, unless I was going to walk past, obviously, Markway Models, because I used to look at my toy shop, as you know. I used to walk down there. I used to take a shortcut and then just climb up the grassy bit, climb over the bit of the wall onto the bridge on Sherland Lane, and then straight down Chippingham Street. So yeah, all that's in the background. Love it, love it. What I'll do is I'll move on to the next picture, which is this one. Right, this is taken obviously from the corner. Stood on Pinfold Bridge, which was, I think, rebuilt in, I think it was 1829. I'll find out later on because I've got a picture of the actual sign. Originally, it was just there with it was like a cart track, a smaller bridge with a cart track that went over, which went over the canal. But obviously, they rebuilt it and widened it because of the volume of traffic, and I suppose all the people in the houses and stuff being built. So it's quite interesting. I'm not sure when the first one was built. I'll see if I can find out. But that's looking back down Staniforth Road. As you can see on the right hand side, you got the old silver pan and all the other bits and pieces of shops. And then on the left hand side, right on the bottom corner, which I think was Yorkshire Bank, which I'm not sure if it still is now, or it was then, unless it was some sort of private enterprise place. I'm not so sure. And then the pub's on the bottom on Cliffe Road. Got to walk down here many a time. As you can see, you've got more than paving stones where we used to hop and skip to not step on the cracks. And I think I was still kind of, you know, them things where you're doing it because your brother's doing it, but I was little, so I was holding on to my mum's hand and I was trying to skip and jump from, you know, paving stone to paving stone. I think in the end, after I nearly pulled my mum's arm off, she'd go on if you're going to play, sort of thing. And then I'd go, no, I want to hold your hand. God, it's so pathetic really, isn't it, when you're little. Anyway, this is what I wrote about picture 49. Sorry, it's picture 49 when I took these pictures, but obviously it's video 30. Looking down towards Cliffe Road, the Chinese being on the right hand side, just behind me on the corner, right? As you turn around to the rads. This is what I remember as well. I've spoke to my mum and my dad, and they're not quite so sure if it was the same one. But I'm sure, and I'm stating me whole memories on it, right? That there was a toy shop on the corner. Mum seems to think it might have been further down, but I'm sure it was, as where this is, where my back is, to my right, it corners off around, and then you go up towards where you can see the rads on the other picture. There was a toy shop. So just behind me on the corner was where a little toy shop was, stretching around a little corner just up from here. At the top of the street is what used to be the Rads Club, next to the Canal Bank on the left hand side. In this toy shop window was every toy I wanted, right? They had James Bond, they had the cars, they had the Aston Martin, they had the, what was the other Bond car? Can't remember. It would have been the Lotus because that would have been later on, but they had another one as well. Space 1999. Everybody remember Space 1999 and the stuff from there, and the what do you call it? The like big shuttle, but it was as if they made it out of scaffolding, weren't it? And it had the rocket boosters on the back, and right at the front it had the little cockpit. And if you got the bigger version, the cockpit came off and you could see inside, and it had the figures and stuff as well. It was brilliant, right? And my favourite, Planet of the Apes, because the films had been out, and there was a series on TV. Do you remember it, Planet of the Apes? I mean, you can get it on DVD now. I watched a bit of it, and it's amazing how much corny some it seems now. But if I'd got the time, I'd actually sit down and watch it again. Right. Anyway, the Planet of the Apes toys. One in particular being Galen. For some reason, because Galen was like the main, I suppose, character in Planet of the Apes, it was always the one I wanted. And I remember looking in the window, and you know, he'd be there with his like green smock on and that, and a band round it, and his little cardboard bag with Planet of the Apes Galen on it. And I've been on eBay since as well, and there was a couple on there of various original figures from Planet of the Apes, but they'd not got a Galen. They'd only got some like from later on. And I'd actually love to get an original one, original Galen with the back on it, all as it was. And I used to pester my mum something rotten. Mum, can I have a Galen? Mum, can I have a Galen? Mum, can I have a Galen? You know what you like, my nipper does it now, and it drives me nuts. So it must have drove my mum nuts. And anyway, my mum promised me every Saturday night when she went to the Rads that if she won the flyer at bingo, which I believe was is it the first one where you play? And you play for a line, and if you get it within so many numbers, the money's a lot higher type of thing, because it's within so many, and the odds and chances are. And it also, I think it used to make you get in early, so you play the first thing at bingo, which I think was something silly like 6:30 or something. And she always said if she won the flyer at bingo, she would buy me one. Right, and it must have been in the opening game, because I would sit there squirming at every number called out, disturbing everybody and ruining my mum's concentration, hoping and praying that she would win. And alas, it never happened. I got one eventually, because I got nagged to death, but it never happened. But I'd be there going, go on, go on, go on. Ooh, my mum would go, don't shout it, don't shout it. If you shout house, right, and it's not, and you embarrass me, you'll never get anything again. And I always used to be kind of curious, like what would happen if I did shout house, as you do as a kid. And I always wanted to, and I'd sit there and I'd go, eh, and my mum would be like flinching just in case I'd said it. I used to wind her up something chronic, but she never did. She won the line and she won a few houses of bingo, but she never won the flyer. But Christ, I used to look all the way from going to the toy shop, looking in the toy shop window, seeing it, and sitting down and waiting for the bingo to start. And I used to hope and pray that my mum would win it. And I used to have this funny feeling that if she did win it, we could come out of the club at whatever time it was, you know, 11 o'clock, 11:30, because she'd won it, we could knock on the door, wait the bloke up and buy it then, you know, because my mum was rich, because she'd just won the bingo, so it didn't matter. Here's your money, give me Galen. But it never happened. Never did. But it was fun looking in the window every time anyway, at it. And I got one eventually. I think one for Christmas. I remember having one. I think it must have been Christmas. But I also got a Mr. Spock as well, which is going to come later in the Rads. Anyway, that was video 30, and hope you enjoyed it. And thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you in video 31.